What up, though, fam? It's T with my souls to yours. Today is Sunday, March 1st. Can you believe it? March already. I smell spring in the air. All right, guys, we are going to get started today by saying what sold. And we are going to start with our eBay orders. We have 12 orders going out for a total of $681.59. And these are orders mainly from yesterday, Saturday, and I think it's two from Friday evening and just one for today. But that's just the day is just getting started. So, we're going to put positive vibes in the air, and March is going to be our best month yet, right? All right, first thing we have going out is a pair of, and one of you corrected me on my pronunciation of these, Cushy. Just a flat loafer. We've seen these before. These are now discontinued, so look out for this brand, guys. Cushy. And these went out for $44.99. Weren't listed very long. So yeah, look out for this brand. Sure sale. For sure sale. That I can say. So when I see them, I automatically pick them up. They don't look like much, like to the eye. It's just like, oh, just a regular looking loafer shoe, but they sell very fast and they sell well. Again, they're discontinued, so people are looking for them, new and old. I had a new pair maybe a couple of weeks, a month ago or something like that, and they sold for $90. So look out for them, guys. Look out for those. So how's everything? How was February for you guys? I ended up down 0.5% in February from January in sales on eBay. But I had my best month ever on Poshmark. So it equaled out to what I like to see for monthly sales. My goal is always, 10K per month in sales. And, we exceeded our goal, but, my next goal is 15K per month. Like in terms of sales per month. So, got to put in the work to get there. All right, guys, this next brand is a pair of UFOs. You've seen these before. We love to pick up this brand. And these are the UFOs OOMG Easy. And these were actually brand new. And these sold for my full asking price of $54.99. Nice little pickup, nice sale. And I didn't get these from the bins. I bought these from one of my local thrift stores. And I paid $10.20 for them. So, nice sale, nice profit. And they're out the door. So if you see that brand, guys, please pick them up. If they're in sellable condition, of course. And you get them at the right buy price. So yeah, those are going out. I went to the bins yesterday. It's tough, guys. Fam, it is getting tough. More buyers and less great items to pick from. But, in order to meet my listing goals, I have to go. I have to do what I have to do to get items. So, yeah, I only spent like an hour or so there yesterday, and got 14 pair. Nothing, no home runs, grand slams, nothing like that. But you know, just everyday wear. But, you know, and I stroked the streets yesterday trying to find inventory. And I think altogether I found maybe like, I think it's 21 pair, something like that. But again, we do what we have to do. All right, guys, next pair going out is a pair of Fly Londons. The model of these are the YLVA. If you guys don't know that brand, Fly London, and it usually has a fly. If you can see that little fly on the side. And these sold for my full asking price of $39.99. I used to pick up Fly London like when I first started reselling all of the time, and they would just, you know, fly off the shelf. But they take a little bit longer to sell now, but they will still sell. And again, you know, we're in this for the long haul. Definitely not a sprint, guys. You hear me say that a lot because it is true. So yeah, Fly London, you know, it still sells and at a decent price. I mean, 40 bucks. We'll take that. This next pair coming up, guys, if you don't look out for like military boots, combat boots, start looking out for them. They will sell. And the brand of these are Addison. And these were actually a military issued boot. That's another thing you want to look out for when you're looking for military combat boots. If they were, you know, actual issued boots. And again, the brand is Addison Boot Company. And if I can show you guys on the inside here, if you can see it, probably not. If I can get myself together. Like it says the date. And these were issued in 1991. So definitely vintage. Wow, that sounds crazy to say 1991 is vintage. That's the year I graduated high school. Sheesh. All right. These have been listed for a while. And I think I had them listed for $74.99 or something similar to that. But the buyer and I negotiated as usual, and we landed on a buy price of 60 bucks. And I'll have to put these in a box, so I won't bore you guys with that. We'll just go on to the next one. And my phone is ringing, and I can't answer it right now. I'll call you back in a minute, babe. And the next pair we have going out is a pair of Nikes. These are the Nike React Infinity. And I just said the other day, and I don't know if it was one of you guys who went and purchased it, that I had a size 18 shoe in my inventory, and they sold. These are the Nike React Infinity Run Fly Knit 3, and they have been listed for quite a while, probably because they're a size 18. And I had delisted and relisted them a few weeks ago. Lowered the price. I think I had them like $54.99 or something like that. And the buyer offered 40 bucks, and I accepted it. Got these from the bins. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, welcome. I get majority of my inventory from our bin store, and the price of shoes there are $3.49 plus tax, so all in $3.71 per pair. So $3.71 into a $40 sales price. Again, they did take a little while to sell, but I'll take it. I will take it. And if you are new here and you see me packing in poly bags, that's how I ship probably 90% of my items out in poly bags. I do stuff them with packing paper, and I double bag. And no real issues with the customers receiving them in poly bags. All right, guys, this next item going out is a brand that I love getting tongue tied here, that I love to pick up. And these are a pair of Puma. The model of these are the TT Super. And these sold for $29.99. So not gonna make you rich, but they will sell. As you guys know, I like to make a minimum of $20 profit for each item that I sell. Sometimes we fall below the mark, but a lot of times we don't. So it's just a law of averages that we work on here. And most of them, average, I do make over $20 per pair. If you're doing, adding it all together, and, well, you know what I mean. So yeah, those are going out for $29.99. And the next item we have going out is another brand that I love to pick up. Another brand that won't make you rich, but it will put some profit into your pocket. And these are a pair of Crocs. These are the Light Ride 360 Pacer. Nice little rubber water summer shoe. And these went out on a 10% best offer that I sent out for $26.99. And I charge $10.99 flat rate shipping for items that are 2 pounds and less, 2 pounds or less. And I charge just calculated shipping on anything 2 pounds and over. So yeah, $26.99 Crocs Light Ride. And they are out the door. They did sit for a while though. But we just talked about spring is in the air, it's coming up. People are preparing. Are you preparing? You guys know I list everything in any season, so. But if you're the one that likes to list by season, now is the time to get those spring and summer items up and out. Next pair we have going out is a pair of On Cloud. I wasn't too sure if I was going to pick these up because, as you can see, the bottoms, like this part is even non-existent anymore. And these are the Cloud Swift. Like On Cloud has different models for each shoe. But they sold for my full asking price in 8 days for $29.99. And for those of you who know this brand, you know that's an excellent price for a pair of On Cloud. But like I said, they did have, substantial wear on the tread, on the sole, which I definitely took pictures of and definitely put in my description. Even in the title, it's in bold letters, flawed. So someone knows that they got a bargain, and I'm happy to see them go. Another Ben's Fine for $3.71. So people will still buy them, even with this kind of flaw in it. And, I'm here to sell them to them. I am. Alrighty, we are halfway through with our eBay orders. I do have a few Poshmark orders going out. Like I said, last month was my best month on Poshmark. I am happy for it. Hope we can keep the momentum going strong. All right, this next pair sat for a while as well. And these are a pair of Nike Air Force Ones. Nice little purple colorway. This was another pair that I had listed and delisted and relisted. I did lower the price to $49.99. Buyer sent an offer for 41 bucks. And they're out of here. I will not complain about that. So fam, I told you guys I was looking for a shoe supplier because just the grind of going out and, you know, trying to piece together inventory is a lot. And you guys know I run this by myself. So just trying to find a supplier where, you know, I can buy bulk shoes and, you know, either have them shipped to me. I know my man, I think it was Philip, that was saying that, you know, you can't, you know, it's expensive and you get a lot of junk. And, you know, I'm aware of the risk. I definitely am. But if I don't try, I won't know, right? So I'm still searching. Still searching. But yeah, I do know the risk, and I appreciate you, Philip, for even, you know, mentioning that. I do know. I definitely know, but something has to give, guys. Something has to give. All right. And I got my pants hooked on the drawer. All right, this next brand, guys, look out for this brand. Half Linger is the brand. And they're just some Mary Jane cloths. They're felt wool. And these sat for 2 days. And they sold for $54.99. So if you guys don't know that brand, please look out for it. Nice little brand, quick sale, nice profit, which is the business that we're in, right? So yeah, $54.99 going out. So my goal this month, for the month of March, is because, you know, I always want to try to increase the business. I told you guys I was trying to, like, not have so much surplus inventory. And last month I did end up listing 266 items. And I sold, I think it was, I can't remember the exact sold number, but I know the percentage. I had an 82% sell through rate, which is absolutely fabulous for 30 days. 82% sell through rate. But, you know, as far as like dollars, it still remain the same. And my goal in this business is to grow. And, you know, I know it takes a lot more to grow, but that is my goal. I read my friend's Great Man Van Life comment this morning saying that I'm gonna need a full staff and a bigger warehouse. Speaking into existence. I love it. And you guys are going to be on the journey with me when we get there. All right, this next pair, this order came in this morning. And these are a pair of Skechers, you guys know I love picking up my Skechers. And these are the Parson DeWitt. Again, that slip-in model. Hands-free. That's the thing now. They sell very well. And these went out for $32.99. So again, you know, when I'm at the bins, looking at the Skechers that everybody has passed over, I appreciate you guys. Because they do sell. So again, $32.99 going out the door. We love to see it. This next pair going out, I had listed for 5 days. And they do have substantial wear on them. And actually, one of my Ben's buddies, I think they watch my videos, I told her that I would shout her out when they sold. Because she put them back and said, oh, you know, it's too much damage on them. You know, I don't want to buy them. And I went in and swooped them right on up. Why? Because I've sold them before in this condition. And you guys know I love picking up the same things over and over again. Especially when I know that they sell. And these are a pair of Ralph Lauren polo boots. The model of these are the Andres. Buyer and I went back and forth on these, and they were saying the shipping was too much, and I had them listed for $54.99, and we ended up on a buy price of $44.99. So nice little Ben's find. Let me show you guys the damage there. You see on the inside collars, all peeling off, but they still sold. And I'm appreciative and I'm grateful for it. So again, Ralph Lauren Andres, and they sold for $44.99. All right, guys, I'm gonna box these up or bag these up, get my Poshmark orders ready. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, fam, we are back and we are going to start on our Poshmark orders. We have 4 orders going out. First pair we have going out are these Keen utility boots. They did not have insoles. I told you guys, you know, shoes will sell without insoles. And these sold for 55 bucks. Love to see it. All right, the next pair we have, these were listed for 3 days, and these are a pair of UFOs. We saw another pair of UFOs, the little sneaker with our eBay sales, and they make sandals as well. So you guys look out for that logo there, the double O's. And these are the UFOs originals, and they sold for 40 bucks. Next pair going out, a pair of Vivo Barefoot. If you guys don't know these shoes, look out for that little logo there. They'll even have it on the side of the shoes. And these are the Vivo Barefoot Ultra 3 Bloom water shoes. A minimalist barefoot brand that you guys should be on the lookout for. And these are part of our Feet to Heat challenge. Yay! So I will update our challenge bank, what we have. You know, we're trying to reach the goal of 6,571 bucks. We're a long ways from it, but we're going to get there. And these sold for 65 bucks. Ben's fine. 65 bucks. For a water shoe. We love it. This next pair going out, this last pair, is a pair of Sorel boots. I am sure you guys know that brand. Look for the little polar bear. Nice little heel boot. And they're still buying boots, and it's March 1st. So things will sell any time of the year. And the model of these are the Winter Fancy. Nice waterproof duck boot. And these sold for 38 bucks. So I am going to get these all packed up. I know it's Sunday, mailman is not coming, but just have them ready because I know we're gonna have more sales this afternoon for me to pack up tomorrow. We're putting it out there. All right, guys, I'm going to get some work done as usual. I don't want to be in here too long today. Yeah, so get some work done. Yeah. And I'll catch you guys soon. So fam, I'm sitting here doing my work, just cleaning my shoes and whatnot. Saw an offer pop up. Guess what it was for? Those Fry boots that I showed you the other day. That I paid $18.06. That's including taxes. Saw the offer come through. I had them listed for $229.99. Saw the offer come through for $199.99. Cha-ching! And it was part of our Feet the Heat challenge. We getting it. All right, so let me look at my numbers right quick. So we started off with $152.86 in our challenge bank. We sold 2 pairs from the Feet to Heat challenge. The Vibram 5, not Vibram 5 fingers, the Vivo Barefoot. Total profit from that's including the 20% discount from Poshmark and our buy cost. And that profit was $48.29. For the Fry boots, our cost was $18.06. Buyer paid all included over, I didn't even write that part down. But anyway, our profit from that, and this is including, shipping and eBay fees and the 2% promoted listing fee and all of that. And our profit from that was $153.39. I love what I do. I truly do. So our ending bank now is $354.54. And we still have about 12 or 13 pair in the challenge. I love it. That's all I can say about that. Anyway, guys, the time has escaped me. It is 4:58 p.m. I wanted to be out of here by now, but that's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here now. If you like this video, guys, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.